What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to Wealth Talk Wednesdays. It's your boy Kenny Barrett. Listen, checking in. How you doing, guys? Listen, today's episode on Wealth Talk Wednesday, we're going to talk about stocks, how they are a great investment vehicle for creating wealth. And I'm going to be honest with you. Stocks is definitely not one of the only ways to create wealth, but it's a great way to create wealth. You know, and there's different forms. Stocks come in many different forms. But the starting point to accumulate in stocks will be opening a brokerage account. That will be first and foremost. Whichever brokerage account you would like. There's many different ones. Some banks own them. Some financial institutions own them. But a brokerage account is definitely where you want to start. Furthermore, a stock is partial ownership of an actual company. And what I mean by partial ownership, I mean a lot of companies that are traded on the public market, public stock exchange, you're allowed to buy company shares of those companies. Some public stock exchanges are the NASDAQ, S&P 500, the Dow Jones, to name a few. When you start buying shares of a company, you accumulate ownership. You can accumulate partial ownership of that particular company. So you can buy stocks, you can buy mutual funds, you can buy indexes, you can buy ETFs. An index fund is a group of stocks put together in a basket of stocks, which is which an index fund is actually like a mutual fund. It just has a lower expense ratio and there's not as many fees involved. An ETF is another basket of stocks. The difference between the ETF and the index fund, when you purchase an index fund, you won't know what the actual price point of the index fund is until the market closes. With the ETF, an ETF trades just like a stock would on the actual stock exchange. A mutual fund is just like an index fund. However, sometimes they have higher fees that's built into the mutual fund, and mutual fund is also being managed by a mutual fund manager. So sometimes, when they're managed by a mutual fund, you have different fees that are involved because there are many different groups of people managing your actual fund to try to make money for you. Stocks are a great investment. I do think the easiest way to get into investing in stocks will be through a 401k. For me, myself, I got invested in the stock market by first using my 401k money with my job. That was what really opened my mind to investing in the stock market. Funny story, I was actually at work and I was talking to one of my supervisors about the stock market. I was like, I'm really interested in this. And he's like, well, I'll show you my 401k account. And I'm like, sure. So he goes and shows me his 401k account, and below to me, he has $280,000 sitting in a 401k account. And I'm like, wow. And it was at that very moment that I was like, yeah, it's time to start learning about stocks, because I want to know how I can accumulate wealth through the stock market, as well as through owning shares of companies, as well as buying potential positions in companies. So we start talking about the stock market. I start doing my own research, and he's telling me that, he said, listen, I've been putting money into my 401k account for a long time. And I'm like, wow, you've accumulated this amount of money over time? He was like, yeah, definitely. Which led to me investing in the stock market and investing in wanting to be curious about the stock market. I think for the average investor who wants to try to make their money work for them, a great starting point would definitely be the stock market. Definitely. Because most brokerage accounts and most banks offer brokerage accounts, and the fees to get involved in the stock market is next to nothing, to be honest with you. It's a very simple process. The same way you can open up a bank account, you can open up a brokerage account, and you can definitely set up direct deposit from your job or from your businesses to actually put those funds into a brokerage account, which will allow you to turn around and buy stocks and accumulate a portfolio. Because at the end of the day, guys, we want to start accumulating portfolios of stocks and companies, because ownership is key. In order for us to change the inequality, as far as the inequality of money in America, it starts with ownership. And I think the easiest way to get involved in ownership would be the stock market, definitely. And I also want to say that when you invest in stocks, because it is an investment, stocks tend to go up and down. So my recommendation would be invest in things that you like, things that you know, things that you watch on a day-to-day basis, things that it wouldn't be a hassle or a chore to follow, because you normally follow these things. And sidebar, I am not a financial advisor. I am simply giving you my financial opinion on things that I do in my day-to-day life. Once again, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you my opinion on things that I do in my day-to-day life. Back to the topic, stocks. But guys, I just want to let you know that definitely investing in the stock market is a great way to start building wealth. And it's a way to make your money work for you, because at the end of the day, you'll never work as hard as your money can work possibly for you. And the easiest way to create financial freedom for yourself is to start making your money work for you. A rule of thumb is a tenth of everything that you make, you should save and invest. A tenth. Because to be honest with you, when we were in school, if you got a 9 out of 10 on a quiz, it was still an A. So if you spend 90% of your income, at the end of the day, it's going to still feel like the 100% because there's not a big difference between 90% and 100%. And be honest with you. Like, guys, come into my world. So I'm just going to be honest with you guys. 1/10 of everything that you make is yours to keep, and you should keep it. And you should allow it to work for you so that it can build equity and bring friends back to you so that it can start building wealth for you. That is how we start accumulating wealth and start building our finances and our resources so that we can start creating economic independence for ourselves. Like I said, the 3 different ways that you can invest in stocks are regular stocks, you can do ETFs, you can do indexes, or you can do mutual funds. Well, my bad, 4 ways. Oh, listen, let me not forget for my people who like real estate. If you don't want to be a landlord and buy actual real estate, you can buy Reits. Reits are also a great way to be a real estate investor. What REITs are a basket of companies who are landlords and own real estates and has large real estate portfolios. So if you want to be a silent real estate investor, investing in REITs is a great way to start. They also pay very, very, very attractive dividends. REITs pay very, very attractive dividends. A dividend is what a company pays after their expenses are paid out and the profits exceed what their yearly income goal was. So they'll pay out dividends to shareholders, which is cash flow. And at the end of the day, guys, cash flow is what we want. Cash flow allows us to live the life that we choose to live and do the things that we choose to do. Definitely. So as we continue on this wealth journey, we want to look for different ways to either acquire assets or increase our cash flow so that we could turn around and start investing in ourselves and start investing in our communities and building wealth for the people that's around us. Economic independence is the key, and how we get there is by self-education and personal development. Those are tools that'll help us become better individuals so that we could accomplish more in this life. Back to the topic, guys. Stocks. But definitely, listen, invest in companies that you like Nike, Starbucks, Under Armour, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, Johnson & Johnson. The list goes on, guys. Tesla, Wynn Resorts. There's a ton of different companies that you guys can invest in. And the way the economy is currently, you can buy fractional shares. So the best way to get started in the investing world is to just put your foot in the pool. You guys know the saying, just put your foot right in the pool. Feel the water. See if investing in the stock market is for you. We can't know if investing in the stock market is not for us if we don't actually try to invest in the stock market. Sometimes it just takes taking the chance to turn around and invest in the stock market, and you learn that this might be the way that you want to create economic independence for you and yours. So I gave you guys some of the things some of the knowledge that I've accumulated over time of studying the stock market and investing in the stock market. And once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm simply sharing with you guys my opinion on things that I do in my day-to-day life to turn around and accumulate wealth for myself and for the people that I care about. If I can help you guys, always feel free to reach out, send me a message, leave a comment, send me a DM. I love to talk about stocks. I love to talk about wealth, and I love to talk about helping people by providing massive value. So once again, guys, it's your guy, Kenny Barrett. This is the end of Wealth Talk Wednesdays. This is the end of Wealth Talk Wednesdays. Also, starting this week, I also want to give out one health hack. And the health hack of this week is cold showers. I recommend everybody take cold showers because they're great for blood flow. They're great for skin. They're great for energy. They'll help you be more alert, be more alive, feel better. Cold showers, definitely a game changer. Now listen, the first time you do it, it's different. However, what I would recommend is if you're taking a shower, just gradually turn the knob to cold and let your body adjust to the temperature of the water. And when you get towards the end of it, just do a 10, 15 second cold shower. You'll feel more alive. You'll feel more awake. It'll close your pores. It'll give you a better glow and a better feeling towards your day. Give you more energy. Definitely. And guys, that's my hack. That's my health hack for the week. And this is the end of Wealth Talk Wednesdays. It's your boy, Kenny Barrett. Tune in with me next week. Same time, same place for more Wealth Talk Wednesdays. And I'm out.